All right, everybody. Welcome to episode 1 of EI3. I'm sitting down with Felon Entrepreneur right now.
Woo! Felon Entrepreneur gang.
Man, look, if you do not know this guy and you haven't looked this guy up, which you probably already have, all right, this guy knows his stuff. All right. So the reason I'm sitting down with him and how this chance encounter happened is, but we were at RiseCon for the last 3 days. All right. Fire,
bro.
Like everybody.
That thing was fire, bro.
Everybody from David Goggins to Grant Cardone to Vic Tipnis to Tim Grover. You know what I mean? Rick Ross was fire yesterday, dog.
The boss came through.
Boss was definitely fire yesterday. But so this conference actually created a chance opportunity for me and you to run across each other, brother.
Yeah.
And I don't think that anything that happens by chance. I believe everything happens by fate. You know what I mean? Because I believe in the Lord above, and I know not everybody does. But if you just look around and you pay attention to life, you'll start to understand and see the algorithm in life. All right. And you'll start to understand that these things that have happened to us happen for a reason. And that's why I got you here, man. So I've done a little homework on you. I watched a few of your reels and stuff like that, man. But before we get into that, I want to get into you, man. So where you from, bro?
I'm from New York originally, Catskill, New York. At home of Mike Tyson. I used to see Mike Tyson a lot, man. He used to train down there in Catskill with Kevin Rooney, his trainer. This is back in the day when he was in
he was still just coming up.
No. He was at this time when I was seeing him. This is when he was fighting Holyfield. And
man,
he was a champ, dog. He used to come through and bless the kids. So shout out to Mike. Hoppin' I was grew up in a little affordable housing thing. I wouldn't say the projects, but it was but my mom loved us and stuff. Came to Florida in 2000. I remember with the 99 crisis or whatever. They're like, oh my God.
And everybody thought first off, we had the .com bubble back in 99. And we also had everybody thought it was going to be end of the world because the clocks wouldn't be able to reset or something with the computers, man. It wouldn't go.
Dude, really, if you think about it, bro, it's been like that through history.
Yes.
History just repeats itself. Even in the Bible, they thought the end of when Noah came with the flood, the end of the world.
Yep.
That's just history repeats itself. But I came to Florida in 2000 and had a pretty good life. And I actually started getting locked up around the age of like 12 and 13. And I've just been locked up since, honestly, man. And I've been out about 2.5 years now. So I'm originally from New York, but now I live in Apalachicola, Florida. I'm about to move to Tampa. Shout out to Tampa.
Yes, sir. Woo! Yes, sir. 813, baby.
Hey, I'm coming down here, man. That RiseCon thing completely changed my life, man. I already knew it was gonna. And just in multiple ways. I actually invested just to meet people. Yeah. Like
Jason Fox.
The acts were cool in and of themselves. You know what I mean? They were awesome, inspiring, but I don't think anybody really was there for the people per se, just to get around that environment, man. You just got to pay to get around good people.
Man, look, I've learned in life, whether in the legal or illegal lifestyle, man, that everything is about networking. Okay. And if anytime you can put yourself in a room with people that are like-minded individuals that are trying to grow, 10x their life, scale whatever their businesses are, there's always opportunity. Even if me and you aren't in the same business, by us collaborating together, we can both make it further. My philosophy of life, I think I told you that the other day, dog. So my philosophy in life, you guys, has always been, and I preach this to my kids, all right, is to always reach your hand out and help the person next to you. The reason being, all right, and the reason I'm saying that this is the meaning of life is because if you will reach your hand out and help the person next to you as a community, you lift up faster. All right. You can't do it all by yourself. I can't do it all by myself. Real talk. We can make it to a certain level, but at the end of the day, we have to be able to reach out and work together, man.
It's all about teamwork, man. Teamwork for sure.
So, brother, I saw something on your reels, and like the type of game that you're giving out, all right, on a daily basis, man. You're giving out $1 million worth of game, and it inspired me. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Like real
fire,
talk. It inspired me, gave me a little bit more push, a little bit more energy and understanding of exactly what is accomplishable in the business realm. All right. Especially for a felon. In the state of Florida, a felon usually can't get a house or can't find a way to get a house. Usually, when most felons get out, don't understand the opportunity in business. A lot of us will take classes and things like that while we're incarcerated, but won't truly take the next steps to follow through on that. And brother, I saw you wrote, like in 2019, you wrote out every single thing. All right, that's happened, man. Tell me a little bit about that. What gave you the inspiration to do that? Like, how did you even know to do that at that point, man?
I've been to prison 4 separate times. So I did 4 years, or let's say close to 4 years. It was like 46 months or something like that. Like, let's just, I mean, I just say 4 for the sake of it. Yeah. So like, but like it's like 4, 4, 3, and 4. You know what I mean? But might be a couple months off here or there. But so I mean, basically 15 years, and that's not even counting. I don't even, when I say 15 years, that's just an adult. That's an adult. I've been locked up. My all juvenile. I'm talking about I used to hit JDC in Florida. They do JDCs 21 days.
Yep.
So you do 20 days, and on the 21st day you get out, and they just release you again because you're a juvenile. And I would hit the streets again. I wouldn't even last 2-3 days, bro. Back at it. Yeah. And then I'd do another 21 days, and then they would hit me with another charge, and then I'd do another 21 days right before I got out, and I would do like 42 days, and then they would let me out again.
And then just rip right back in the cycle.
The juvenile system is crazy, and no help. They're just letting me out, and I was in foster care, so the people used to come pick me up, the foster care people, and I'll just leave. They can't grab you.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Look, brother, I go out to AMI Kids, okay?
Yeah.
Out here, it's a juvenile prison over in Waimama. I try to make it out there at least once a month, all right? Or as much as I possibly can, given I got a job and I'm doing this. I got everything, a lot going on, okay? But, all right, when those kids get out, those kids don't have anything that they're coming to. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I was a juvenile, okay, the longest stint that I did when I was a juvenile was like, I think like 8 months in a level 12 boot camp. You know what I mean? That was it as a juvenile. But as an adult, from the age of 18 all the way till the age of, 40? 39 or 40, brother? All right, I was either incarcerated or under some type of supervision.
Or running.
Okay? Or running.
Or running. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or running.
Yeah,
brother.
no, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can completely understand the in and out because I did it. You know, a lot of us did.
They call it life on installment plans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing a life sentence, you just not all at once.
Not all at once. Yeah. Just little skid bids at a time, man.
So I, with the, so all my prison bids, I've always read. Like, I've always known my mother instilled in me to read, and my mother instilled a few things. My mother did instill me; they were good. She always taught me to read, and she always taught me that the power of manifestation. Since I was a kid, she said, "Baby, you could call things into being." You know, she used to she definitely believed in Jesus, but she used to talk about colors healing, which is not, they really do. Yeah. And just like the energies and different colors and feng shui would the ancient Asian Chinese thing would be, or stuff like that. But it's just real deal stuff, whether we believe it or not.
No, and
I've been growing up with this stuff, so I've always known it. But Jesus is my savior. Just throwing that out there. But I've always read, and I've always love motivational. I love people's story. I love the underdog getting out of something and taking over and dominating. It's and so all my life I've been reading in these prisons, but this last time I had an encounter, I was saved. Me and my brother went to prison or jail this last time. He broke into a house. I wouldn't give him up. We ended up both going to jail. I went to a church service to meet him. Went into the church service to meet him because in those days you had to all the different dorms go to the same service.
Yes.
So if you're in different dorms, I'll go with to see John, and I'll go to the service.
Yeah.
And I went there, and I just had this life life-changing experience, man, and nobody even did nothing. It was strictly God. The dude was just talking, and all of a sudden, just boom, like bam, son, over with, dog.
Yeah.
And
like Saul on the road to Damascus.
And yeah, it was so crazy because I didn't even go there for that, or it was so like God. And my life immediately changed. I still had to go to prison.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That don't matter, dog. I still had to go to prison, dog. You know what I mean, dog?
What's so crazy is throughout my bid in the federal prison, you know what I'm saying, and in my time that I've done in state, in and out, and all that stuff, right? The strongest faith, the people with the strongest faith and the strongest conviction are actually locked up in prison, man. You know what I mean? Like, for real. All right, and you see the most people turn their life over to God in prison. You know what I mean? People really give that a shortcutting, man. So why do you think that is? Why do you think that people don't really truly understand how much the Lord exists within prison walls?
I just had a conversation about this like 2 days ago. God is doing such amazing things behind bars. They even have an app. When I was going to prison, right before I got out, they just came out with tablets and stuff. So it was still relatively new, but now they give tablets out. And on these tablets is an app called Pando. And on this Pando app is Craig Groeschel, Stephen Furtick, Michael Todd, like all these like Christian, they're pumping education and Christian through this app, these tablets now, through this technology. So like, it says that knowledge is going to increase, and God, the world's not going to heck, bro. God knows what he's doing, man. He's over there, man. He's giving these people tablets, and these thousands of prisoners in Florida are having access all across the nation, having access to a free education. That's never been like that.
Never.
And so God definitely got his hand on prisoners. I see it every day. My best friend, man, did 12 years in prison, got out, became a pastor of a church within 6 months.
I saw that.
I actually seen him in a magazine while I was in prison. And I said, I'm going to get a hold of it. I said, I'm going to work with this guy just like I did the old buddy. I said, I'm going to work with it. I'm going to get this guy right here. I'm finna work with him. And fast forward 2 years later, it's power manifestation. Listen now, 2 years later, when I said that in that magazine, I was dead serious. Fast forward 2 years later, a church volunteer comes in from the outside. I'm not just okay. And he's like, hey, there's a guy that just became a pastor of our church. His name is Corey Gordon. And I'm like, what? So listen, the dude had these brochures in there from his church, but he don't realize his address is on the envelope. So I write the address down, bro. I get back to the dorm. I write Corey. I'm like, yo, bro, this is what's up, man. I'm in prison. This is what I want to do. I look forward to working with you when I get out. And like a month later, I get a letter back, bro. Boom. He's like, what's up, man? So I call him on a cell phone. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, when you get out, come holler at me. So I did get out. And then I went to go see him. And we decided, I'm like, man, this is my dog, bro. Like within 2 days, bro, I quit my job, left, and moved down there. Actually up there with him. That's why I'm at the spot I'm at now.
Okay.
And been bubbling ever since, bro. That's how I did that.
Man, look. So I also saw that after you did that, you came home, you had the book in your hand, and you're actually executing every single thing that you had written. All right.
Oh, dude, listen, let me tell you this. Dude, it was so crazy because I didn't even realize I was executing everything. I got books and books and books, dog, of stuff. Like that was like, that's just a tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? I really should put some more of this stuff out, but it's crazy. But I got a coin on my neck. I don't even know what my neck was.
Yeah, I know. I saw the thing on the coin.
This pirate. Listen, this is a coin from the Tocha. It's a ship that sank in 1622 off the Keys. There was two of them. There was the Santa Margarita and the Tocha. They were sister ships. They got in a huge storm, smashed. One of the biggest gold lost ever. Dude, entrepreneur named Mel Fisher goes to find it. Anyways, I didn't know about all that. I just put that. I wanted a coin. I always wanted a pirate coin because there was this local dope boy in my hood.
Shout out to the Bucks.
Shout out to the Bucks. Tampa in the house, dog.
Facts.
there was a local dope boy in my hood I used to look up to, bro, and he had like a pirate coin, bro. And I'm like, I want that. I'm like, dude, when I get up, bro, when I like the man I want to be, the man I want to create, I want a pirate coin.
Yeah.
And I wrote all the stuff down. I created this being, and not totally there yet, you know, but I'm progressing. And also all this stuff I wrote down, and all this stuff's hitting me, and then one day all this stuff's happening. And then one day I'm going through my notebooks, and I'm saying, let me go. Yeah, boom. And which I really should be looking at it more. And I start seeing this stuff. I'm like, what?
Wow.
Pirate coin and all. God, it was I'm like, dude.
Brother, honestly, if you have as many tablets as I saw in your reel, I think you need to go ahead and turn that into a book. Okay, and call it what you just said, with the power of manifestation, because you've already walked all these steps out. Now, if you were to take that, publish it, hey, anybody watching this, holler at Felon Entrepreneur. Real talk, man. If the man's got as much information as I've seen written down, I really think that it would be a good book, brother.
Don't see. It probably would. The only thing about it, it's just so much random stuff.
That's the point. Okay.
It's just so much
the concept of the book, right? That I'm thinking. This is not just a book that you read and it's giving you instruction and this and that and the third. No, this is more art. Okay. Let me give you an example. I got a neighbor down the street, all right, named Jim Miller. Okay. This dude put out a book where he took pictures of people's houses. All right. And then took pictures of people and then put them at random spots and said, okay, match up the house with the person. This this book sold millions. Okay. All it is art. He just did another book where he was putting a flamingo, just going around and putting a flamingo and taking a picture of it. Okay. So the point is that the randomness of the thoughts that you have put down on paper that have now manifested themselves into your life. All right. And you've literally walked it out as it's happened. All right. It shows the power of manifestation. It doesn't have to be any order. It just has to show.
There's only one thing that didn't manifest. And I think
not yet, brother.
No, but I put a specific date on it. And I think, let me tell you about the power of manifestation in the chain gang, right?
Yeah.
I read Think and Grow Rich, right? I read a book. I read it. I can't even tell you how many times I read it, but the time I did read it, right? And he says, you know, you write this down and put a date on all the stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna try this. I'm in prison. There's no way. You know what I mean? There's no way. So I said, I want $500. I want $500. And at this time, I had no money. I was just hustling and I hustled, dog. I didn't get no money on the books. But I've had lockers and lockers and lockers and lockers and lockers and crazy locker. Like when I left prison, dog, I don't even know how much the debt that was over thousands, and I just gave away bags and bags of coffee or freaking just come take that stuff, dude. I don't really care about this stuff, but
18-wheelers and all that,
dude, it was crazy. But I said at this time though, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna put $500 on my books by this date, right? I get my taxes, dog, like some crazy, bro. Listen, on that date, bro, I had $500 in my JPay account, bro. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. They could never. It was so crazy how it happened. It was so like a long lost check, bro. It was bugged out, right? And then from that power, from that moment, dog, I was a believer, dog. I said, this thing fire, man.
This thing real, dog.
Yeah, this thing is real, dog.
This thing's real.
But I didn't manifest, so I put, I said I wanted $50,000 in my personal bank account by January 23rd, 2023, and I didn't hit it. But here's the thing. I'm a firm believer. The reason I didn't hit it was me, not because I didn't manifest it. I've had multiple opportunities to become probably a billionaire. Like you think about it, like you set these manifestations. Like you're like, okay, I want to be a millionaire by this date, right? All right. A homeless person comes up to you and tells you an idea about a product or something. something stupid. Man, why don't you put some sleds on this cart or something crazy, right?
Yeah.
And you don't even, you're just like, you don't even listen to them, or they're not just a homeless for anybody. Just they give you an idea, and you're like, oh, that's a good idea. I should do that, but you really don't, because if you really, it's just like a little wisp. It's gone. You know what I'm talking about? When you have a great, now you forget them afterwards. And you're like, oh, that'd be a great idea. Then you forget.
Yep.
$1 million idea. That was the universe giving you $1 million idea. There's people do it all the time. People be like, oh, I'm gonna invent that, and they really do it. And then the next thing you know, they're the silly bands, dude.
Oh, no, look, brother, there's so many things that I've literally seen. All right, so when I came home from federal prison, right? Okay, I'm working with, I lost my job at Amazon. Okay. And my wife is, I think she just had the twins. Okay. So my wife has just had the twins. I don't have a job. I got to figure something out. Like, my back is against the wall. So I go and I start working with my brother-in-law, or at least, like, he's not my brother-in-law, but he's my brother-in-law. It's my sister's baby daddy. All right. Now, he graduated from FAMU with a doctorate, and Carnegie Mellon. All right. He's an IT guy. When I went to federal prison, I knew nothing of a computer. Like, I couldn't type or anything. But when I got to federal prison, you have access to computer, because that's how you're able to communicate with people. You have to do it through the computer. You can send out mail and stuff like that, like snail mail, but they would prefer you do the email thing, and you got to pay 10 cents a minute, okay, on the computer. So what it forces you to do is learn how to type quickly. All right, so that's all I knew. That was the only thing I knew about a computer. So I'm working with my brother-in-law.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I'm working with, so my brother-in-law, he does IT. He's a programmer, okay? And he's like, man, look, I got an opportunity. He said, look, I always told you the way your brain works and the way you think, okay? And when I used to come visit you in prison, that, dog, you could do what I'm doing. And you used to laugh at me and this and that and the third. Well, now's the opportunity. Come work with me, man. All right, I'm going to give you the game. I'm going to teach you everything I can and everything I know as quickly as possible. All right. Now, this kid got a doctorate and a master's degree in IT. He writes code in 8 different languages. All right. He developed a whole application. All right. With me just doing the ICQA, and taught me the code throughout. All right.
That's what you do now?
No. Well, that's a lot happened with that. I'll tell you that story another time. So anyway, so I'm working with my brother-in-law, okay? And before we developed the Farm Exam app, before we did Med Test Tracker, we're sitting down, we're spitballing some stuff, right? And it's me, my wife, my sister, and him. And then, the kids are running around. So we recently went to a theme park, and and it's just a lot of people at a damn theme park, man. A lot of people, especially when you got little kids. So we look at each other, and I look at them. I said, man, look, what if, and this is 2016 or 17. Okay. So yes, 2016, because Peanut was born in 2017. So it's 2016. And I'm like, yo, why don't we come out with a watch, okay, banded thing that has a GPS in it. All right. So you can find your kid at the park.
Yeah.
All right. This didn't exist yet.
I mean, but for real,
this did not exist yet. So we looked into everything and started looking and doing all the homework. And then my sister got in the way of the development, and something happened. And so we ended up working with Scott, which was very beneficial. Learned a lot working with Scott Bagley. A shout out to Scott if you see this. You know what I mean? Learned a lot working with both of these individuals. But yeah, that's the way it works. You have a $1 billion idea. This did not exist yet at that point in time. Yeah. We went and looked up everything. We were going to market it. We did every step that was possible except for the final execution because of some family beef stuff that happened, bro. So yeah, you're 100% right on that, man.
There's millions of them. It happens all the time.
Yep. So let me ask you another question, man. I see you on there. You're talking about EINs. You're talking about LLCs. You're talking about ways for felons to be able to purchase homes. You're talking about, like, first off, do you give people opportunity to just reach out to you? Because honestly, I think that you should be having people just reach out to you and, like, you coach them or something, brother. Like, I think you'd be a great life coach, especially for ex.
I don't do life coaching. I have a page, a link on my social media where you could book a call with me, $50 for an hour. Actually,
hold up, shout out the link real quick.
It's actually felonentrepreneur.store. You could go check me out. You could buy a shirt if you want, support the cause. Everything's going to helping people in prison. So that's amazing. That's an amazing thing too, right there.
Yeah, man.
It's a win-win, really, man.
Yes.
Can't lose. Even if I lost all my money helping somebody, I would still help them.
Brother, the thing you tell me you finna get ready to do in a couple days, I'm not. You don't get a spare. You don't have to speak about it now. But what that does tell me is that the amount of giving back you doing and the amount of giving back you do is from the heart. It's not like
dude. I want to see. There's no greater high than seeing someone's life change, or like seeing someone get out of prison. I love to see freaking people succeed, dog. I love it, dog. Like free, like woo, dog. You know what I mean? I love to see people succeed, and if I could be a part of that. And something that stuck with me, all the self-development books and everything I read, one thing that stuck with me the most, and it always rings in my ears, is Jim Rohn, and he says, if you help enough people get what they want, then you'll get what you want.
That's a fact.
And I really believe that. I believe it's about the one relationship. I believe it's about the meeting the one person. It's about the network. It's about putting yourself out there sometimes. I jumped up in the middle of the spot to speak to somebody, man, at the RiseCon, bro. Yeah, they're like, you got a question? So I jumped up. Bam, I got a question because I wanted to speak to the dude, Jason
Fultz.
Hey, I put did you see I put the brand out?
You put the brand out.
I got like 40 followers from that on Instagram, which is a big deal because Instagram's hard, dog. Instagram is tough, man. I'm gonna crack the code though. So I believe in mastering one platform at a time. So what I did is I got on TikTok, figured TikTok out to a substantial point. I don't got super crazy followers, but I got a niche following of people that interact and engage, and that's all that matters to me. I'd rather have 10 people who engage with me, 10 followers and who engage with me, than have 1 million and I'm not even a real person. You know what I mean? Yeah. I do answer all my stuff myself, which is crazy. It takes me a while sometimes, but just fire, dog. Fire, man. That conference, man, meeting this guy right here, I knew we had the link, man. It's all about the network, dog. Yeah. It's all about the network, dog. Man. So like Grant Cardone says, your network equals your net worth.
All day.
And sometimes you got to be drastic about leaving. I'm literally going to pack my house up and leave. And I don't even know how I'm going to do it. It don't even matter because I know I need to be here.
Well, so brother, let me tell you something, right? So with you about to make this major move down to Tampa, right? Yeah. And of course, you're about to get involved in the community here. I'm gonna hook you up with A1 opportunities. Yeah. I'm gonna get you into AMI because I see you can be someone else who I can take with me to go speak to these juveniles.
We go into the prisons in Florida too, dog.
Yeah. So what prisons have you gone up north?
I haven't been. I'm in the process right now. I haven't been allowed to actually set foot in the prisons because up until recently, I've been going to like Franklin. I've been living in Franklin County, and that's the only prison. And Florida doesn't allow you to go to the same prison. Like you could go to other prisons, but not the one you just got out of. Yeah, it's been too long, so it just wasn't ready. Wasn't time. But I'm going to submit my fingerprints. My friend Corey Gordon, he's actually one of the editors, one of the writers of Victorious Living. Okay. You know the magazine Victorious Living? Okay. Yes. My buddy Corey writes for them, my best friend, dog. What I'm talking about? I've been in Victorious Living. He's been in it numerous times. He writes stories about what he does. He finds people and writes stories about people who got out and changed their lives. Yeah. And he's the one who got me able to go into the prisons and stuff like that. So I'm going to be here shortly, next week or two. I'm actually going to be approved to go to every prison in Florida except
Franklin.
Yeah. But I do go into Twin Oaks Jail. I love the kids, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I love, bro. But now you want to make me cry, bro? You put a little kid on the stage, bro. It's over with, dog. I'm done, bro. Because kids is on my heart, man. But I would love to go in there. I would love to go in there, bro, and be teaching business and credit concepts. I'll blow their freaking mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're selling drugs, bro?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so lame, dog. Like,
that's 20th century right now. We're in the 21st century.
Yeah, bro.
We ain't doing that right now. We messing with crypto and doing and stocks and investing in businesses, EINs, LLCs, all that good stuff, man.
You want some other stuff. Yeah, you don't need to do that. So it's a trap. It's a trick.
Mm-hmm. It's a trick, a trap, and it's a cycle, man. All right. All that prison thing and going to jail thing is nothing but a cycle to funnel people back around in a circle so that people can still have, because you got to understand, prison industry in the state of Florida is the #1 market or #1 industry in the state of Florida. Florida, the state, makes more money off of the prison system than it makes off of Disney. Than it makes off of anything else that happens in the state of Florida. All right. So it's a business, man.
It is.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, and it's a business. But I mean, one thing about it, bro, we don't even gotta go back. That's the amazing part.
That's the past amazing part. Okay. Because there's some situations, some dark hallways, dark nights you don't want to remember. You don't want to be back there, man.
That scares me, man. I heard, man, someone said something about a chow hall the other day, and I can imagine how hot it'd be right now. Oh, listen, in Florida prisons, there is no, there are a few facilities with AC. I shouldn't say that, but for the
private facilities.
For the most part, there's no AC. Right. And like right now, these boys, these people wouldn't even be able to, you'd freak out. No. You'd freak the hell out.
Yeah. I've seen it. I already know.
I'm talking about you sitting there, you trying to sleep, bro. It's 100 degrees, dude. Muggy, you can't feel nothing, dog. You got some dude smoking Tunchi next to you, freaking googling there's smoke, a thick cloud of smoke this high and the thing, bro. And you just sitting there sweating, dog. And some dude's freaking shooting dice by your bum.
Yeah. That's facts, bro. That's facts, man. Like, where am I at?
Dude, some other guys is across the hall screaming about sports stats.
Another dude about to swing on him about the sports stats. It's just crazy.
Brady better, bro. At 3 a.m, Brady, bro. Like, come on, dog.
LeBron, man. I'm telling you, it's LeBron. Bump Jordan, dog.
Yeah, you heard what?
Yeah, you heard what Tim Grover said.
Oh my God, bro, it's over with. Yeah, that's it. He said it, dog.
Yeah, it's already done.
You can't even refute that.
Nah, man. And if you don't know, check out Game Day with Trey podcast on YouTube. You can find it out because I already posted it. All right. So another question, man. Back to the EIN and LLC stuff. All right. Yeah. So I know that you had to do a lot of reading to get to the point to be able to understand all this stuff. Okay, but honestly, man, when you sat down and you put the fact together, I saw the viral reel you had about putting your name as the LLC so that you can go purchase a home. I know a lot of felons, brother, that have a very serious issue with trying to get past that situation. There's so many dudes that I know that literally are in relationships, not to say they wouldn't be in the relationships that they're in, but they're in relationships because they can't go get their own crib, man. How do people get a hold of you, or how do people do that? Because what you said was...
I'm going to be honest, man. I'm going to be honest, dude. The reason... There's a few things. I tell you guys to do the LLC with the EIN number, man, so you could get you into a place, man. I'm all about helping the people. You know what I mean? I don't suggest you do it. Definitely not. That's for educational purposes only. I don't ever suggest that. That's on you. But as far as how I got my place with all my felonies and stuff, I was actually doing good stuff, man. And I submitted a testimony to these people, and I submitted showing these people what I'm doing. Like, you know what I mean? I had people write me character references and stuff like that. Yeah. So it wasn't just like I just got it. When I first got out of prison, man, I put myself into a program on purpose. I wanted to do something different. Yeah. It was like a men's home thing. I didn't have to do that, but that's what I wanted to do. So I got out and put myself into that. And then I went into an RV, and then I had someone give me a chance. No one would give me a shot before, but I had someone give me a chance. Because while I was living in a halfway house, I went to the RV. You could see my progression. I had a car. Yes. got a car like 6 months out of prison. You know what I mean? You can see. So I had stuff to back it up.
Yeah.
I wasn't just going to some landlord like, hey, bro, I just need a place, dog. You know, let me give you EIN number or stuff like that, bro. Like that wasn't nothing like that. Like I was actually doing good stuff, and that's what I tell you guys. Like, do good stuff, and good stuff will happen. You go out to these ministries, help the food ministry, go to church, network at church, or whatever your belief is. Go there and network, man. That's where your people are at, dog. You need help, go there and network. And those people will help you. You'll have a place to live. I guarantee you, if you don't have a place to live and you show up at a food ministry and you say, I want to help you, and you just show up for a week or two, and these people ask you, baby, oh, do you need a place to stay? Yes, ma'am. Okay.
And that's exactly how it worked. Look, I just was out at Metropolitan Ministries because my job. All right, I took all my associates out to Metropolitan Ministries in 3 different teams to go work at Metropolitan Ministries over a week span. All right, so it was 3 days that we went, and I worked in the food pantry. We had a few people in the kitchen, had a few people unloading trucks. I unloaded like 15 pallets. You know what I mean? But the point is, right, that places like that, Metropolitan Ministries, places like the A1 Opportunities, places like the Sober Life that my homeboy has.
Utilize this stuff.
You have to utilize these things. Now, a lot of felons are, I guess, afraid at first to jump over that cliff and actually put themselves out there the way you have, man. Like a lot of people, that's why I salute you, because most people are afraid of that F. They run from that F. You know what I'm saying? They try to hide that F, but you own it, brother. You don't just own it. You show that a person can have that F on them.
Bro, you're going to wear it anyway.
And yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Look, that's the mind trick. That's the mind trick, dog. The mind trick is people believe that you can hide it and not.
If you going to wear it anyways, dog, whatever, bro. And the point is, dog, the point of wearing that, bro, is really to boss up, though. It's not just to wear it like it's a badge.
I'm not talking about the shirt.
No. I mean, I'm just talking about in general, wearing the felon like this is part of it because it's like whatever, bro. I'm a felon, dog. Look at this foreign dog.
Yeah. Exactly. I do what I do, bro.
Yeah, like, bro, like, look,
pass.
You know what I mean? And that's the goal, man. Just to inspire everybody can do it. I just want to just put this out here before we wrap it up or whatever. Like my main goal. I want to give you this vision. I want to give this vision to everybody out there. My main goal at the end of the day is I want to pull multiple foreign cars up into prison and let lifers sit in them.
Yeah.
Or people about to get anybody, dog. We just, like, they do the motorcycle thing where ain't no one relating to no motorcycles, bro. Where you pull in a line, dog, foreigns, Lamborghinis, Rolls Royce, Phantoms, Ghosts.
Just giving people an opportunity to experience something that they haven't experienced. Like, okay, so Rick Ross said something yesterday. He said that when he would come down here to Tampa when he was a kid with his pops, and his homeboy's dad had the Mercedes with the windshield wipers on the lights, right?
Yeah.
Okay, as an example, he said when he came in and when he was a kid and see that motivated him to want to do what he's doing right now. That pushed him the whole way because he saw that, look, they had something that I didn't have, but yet I've been exposed to it now. That means it's tangible. Once something is tangible and you can touch it, dog, and you can feel it, you can see it, boy, it's real and you can get it.
That's what Wes Watson talks about, man. Shout out to Wes. Wes is fire, man. Y'all should check him out. Wes Watson said that. He said, there's a law of exposure, and once you've been exposed to something, you can never be unexposed. And just to a lot of times the catalyst of someone's life is exposing them to something they never even thought they'd be exposed to. You know what I mean? But just blow their freaking mind out.
Yeah.
Who the hell ever thought they would sit up inside of Rolls or something, bro? Like, I mean, like,
that's real.
And then you see the stars in the ceiling, you like, oh, I gotta get me one of these, dog. I ain't doing nothing. How you get this? Oh, I got this big homie with credit. Exactly. I went and got this credit right now, and now it's under my business name, and I got a tax write-off at the end of the year. All my miles are written off. And then I rent it out on Turo, and I make this much money off it. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, you don't even have
Are
to
you
sell
serious?
those. Like,
Yeah.
I got this for free. I went and put this on my face, and now it generates passive income. I ride around in a Rolls Royce, and you guys also get to sit in it, bro. Like, and it's rented on Turo.
Yeah.
And I'm making money off this thing. And I got multiple. I mean, that would blow your mind.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, this guy from prison did what?
What? Exactly.
Oh, hell no,
But it's
bro.
just that simple, man.
But guess who other mind it would blow?
Who?
The guards.
And the wardens. The guard and the wardens.
The guards were like, oh my God, like they wouldn't even know what to do, bro.
Brother, look, when I was right before I was about to get out, I went to this. I went to the shoe for a series 104 series shot. So the highest series shot you can have in federal prison is a 101, and I had a 104. All right. So the shot was, they said that I had introduced a bomb thing to the facility. All it was a darn charger for when we were cutting hair. Okay. But they were trying to put something on me. You already know how that go. All right. So anyway, I'm sitting in the shoe, man. And it's my release date that I'm supposed to have, but now I don't. My date went back. Okay, my date done backed up on me. And I'm sitting in here, man, and I'm blowed. And I'm just thinking, I said, man, look, when I get out and when I get done, okay, within the first 10 years of me being home, I am going to get on planes, travel, get paid to work. I'm going to have a wife, have a family, be able to take care of that. But by the end of this 10 years, I'm going to come back to this prison. And I'm going to sit in the parking lot, all right, with in a foreign, you know what I mean?
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, to come let these people know and understand that when I came through here, everything I said that I was going to do, I did. You know what I mean? Now,
imagine if you got that on film.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my God.
Well, the good thing is I still got 2 more years to finish that. I done everything else. I done everything else.
It's time.
You know what I mean? Well, hold up, not 2 more years. It's 2000. So I got 3 more years to get it done, but that's okay. It will be done.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Thanks, dog.
It will be done.
That's a nice little bit of time.
Yeah.
You know, success compounds anyways. It does. Let me just give an example. You make someone made $8 million, right? They made $8 million last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But for the first 7 years, they never made nothing. They've been grinding for 7 years, haven't made $1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now they hit. They make $8 million. On average, how much do they make a year?
So if they made $8 million over
8 years, how much is the average
they make $1 million a year
for doing nothing? But it seems like you're doing nothing, but you're really making $1 million. It just compounds at the end.
Yep, that's a fact, brother.
So all this, whenever you don't see the success, just remember when it hits,
it's gonna hit.
It averages out. If a company's been in business 8 years and they haven't made $1 single up until the thing, I mean, now you could, of course, the loss and all that, but I mean, it would still, if you didn't make nothing for 7 years and then they made $8 million, even with the profit and loss, say they made $500,000 a year.
Yeah. You still
made
won.
$500,000
you still
a year.
won.
Even though you didn't see the results right there. That's how success pops off.
Success pops off by the war of attrition. Everything in life is a war of attrition.
Yes.
All right. It's the battle of getting up every day and repeating the same action in different variations. Yeah. I'm not saying that you should be getting up and doing the exact same thing every day.
I really believe you should, dog. Every millionaire I know, they say they have they do the same thing every morning, bro. You can read it, dog. I mean, I'm not saying I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying I strive towards it. But you know how hard that is?
Oh, I know. I know how hard it is. Yeah. Every morning I get up at 2:45 in the morning. I work out as soon as I get up. Then after I work out, then I take some educational stuff in. Then I go to work, open up my lines, get them all going.
What you got in there, bro?
Oh man, I got bands. I got the weight set back there in the back. I got the heavy bag back there, brother. I do it all.
I'm ready to go.
I do it all, brother. I do it all.
Work out too, dog.
Yeah, well, we can get it in after this.
Let me
hold up.
Okay, I'm getting hype. I want to show you how much weight I lost. Like, you wouldn't even blow you. You would be, when I'm gonna show you, bro. When I started working out, you'd be like, "What the heck?" I'll show you later. Dog. Yeah,
definitely, dog. I didn't. Would you be bigger? You used to be bigger,
dude.
You look like that's what you like. This
is
you,
bro. I've been working on it for about a year, dog.
Okay,
but I mean, I'm not, because I still struggle with the not struggle eating. Like I don't have a weight problem or nothing. I just dropped like 30 pounds, dog. But I said I wanted Wes Watson, got me fired up. I don't even know who Wes Watson is, bro. Got me fired up. David Goggins got me fired up, dog. David Goggins is the one who got me back working out.
Yeah.
You know what video? I'm gonna just tell you some of this video. The video that got me, I didn't even know who David Goggins was. This is years ago. I worked out for 2 years straight while I was in prison, right? It's 2 years straight, dog, like militant. I get out, I work out for like the first 3 months, hurt my arm, and then I never go back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward up to so I don't work out for like a year and some change, dog. I'm scrolling through, and you know it's always in the back of your mind when you work out and then you stop working out.
Working out is always back in the back of your head
all day, every day. It doesn't go away. You're like, what are you doing?
You should be working out. What the fuck you got going on right now? That's more important than working out.
You know what's so crazy too? It would spend less energy just to work out than to have that voice freaking nagging in the back of your head. And so I seen this where he was like, man, man. He's like, you just like see like a pair of shoes. He's like, I don't want to put on these damn shoes or whatever. Yeah. Dog. He's like, he says he looks at his shoes for 30 minutes. Dog.
I feel it, dog. He's running 100 miles.
He said he looks at him for 30 minutes, dog. Like,
hell yeah, dog. Bump that, man.
And I said, oh hell no, dog. I said, oh no, and I started working out, bro. And, and yeah, here I am today, man. I mean, I feel great, man. I really work out just to feel great, dog. Yeah, man. I work well. I mean, I've been trying to pump weights. I can do like 11 pull-ups, dog. My back kind of getting crazy now. I heard so my whole goal was to get to 20 pull-ups because I heard when you get to 20 pull-ups, then it does something to your body. So like the gains compound because the 20 is the...
When I do my pull-ups, I'll do 10 straight in the front, and then I'll continue hanging on the bar and do 10 in the behind.
See, you already know. That's why
already there.
Yeah, no, you know that's elite.
Huh? Is that?
Bro, listen, if it says my whole thing is pull-ups because I want to have that back. I want to look like one of them. Not like super crazy, but I want to look right. See that thing when I
want the wings right here.
Yeah, dog. And it says if you could do 20, the average male can do zero push-ups, dog. If you can't do a push-up by the time you're 24, you lose the ability to do it because you're sedentary, dog. It's over with.
Goodness.
Yeah, you can Google it, dog. It's freaking crazy, dog. And it says if you could do 7 to 8, you're in great. That's great. But if you could do 20, you're considered an elite in that area of
working out. Wow. All right, I did not know that.
20 is a lot, duh.
Well,
how much you weigh? 200, 300 pounds? Like
no. 197, 205.
Okay. But I mean, you're pulling up 200 pounds, bro.
Oh yeah, all day,
like,
all day, brother.
Who can just pull on 20 to 200 pounds? You know what I mean?
So, I dig it. Hold up, man. Let me get you with a couple more questions real quick before I let you go.
Yeah, run it.
So, here on Everything in 3, all right. The biggest thing is figuring out where we gonna be in 3. What are you trying to have done in 3 years? In the next 3 years, man.
3 years, man. 3 years. I'll have my first duplex or triplex already purchased. I'm going to.
Because you've already done a lot in 2 years. You've been home for what? You said 2 years?
I've been home
2.5 years now?
I got home November 17th, 2000. I got home November 17th, 2020. Right in the heart of that.
The pandemic.
Yeah. And that's when I got out. It was crazy too with all the masks and stuff. Man, I remember
what? No, there was nowhere to go work at first.
I want to have my first duplex or triplex already purchased. My goal is to at least make $1 million. When I filled out my bank stuff, they're like, how much are you going to make last year? Because you got to like give them, I was like, $250K. 250K.
Yeah.
But at least have my first $1 million. I don't really know what it's going to take, man. I'm just going to keep grinding until I figure it out, man. Like, I can't really tell you like what my goal is because I went all in on this auto dealership, dog. Like I freaking took a lot of money, dog, and I sunk it into a dealership. Like I went ham. Like I made like a dealership that looked like something out of one of these magazines or something, dog, like fire. And they told me I had to shut it down because of the felonies, right? So when that happened, dog, I was already all in at that moment, dog.
Yes, you were already fully vested.
I'm talking about all in, like $0 left, like all in. And then that hit me, right, and I took a L on that. And which I'm trying to pivot, and I pivoted in different areas, and they haven't been hitting, dog.
Yeah.
And so I've sunk some money into another venture that didn't hit. I sunk some money into another venture that didn't hit. I sunk some money into another venture right there that didn't hit either, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm just like, and you know, I'm flipping cars on the side, trying to just making some money, bro. But I'm not gaining no traction because I'm not gaining no traction, man. I'm so
because of the situation that occurred.
No, it's just my
How do you?
It can't be because of the situation that occurred, bro. It has to be because of me, dog. Like it has to be because of something I didn't do. I didn't take enough action.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't take enough research.
Yes.
I like, you know what I mean. It was all me, dog.
Oh no, definitely all accountability. Definitely everything on this is
but
definitely
it freaking
accountability.
cracked me, dog. Cracked me good, son.
Yeah, because sometimes when we take a loss, brother, like that, especially in a situation that you're in, man, it's hard to continue to move forward in the direction you're moving forward, man. How are you finding that power, that energy within to keep on going?
Bro,
you know what I mean?
Honestly,
when you
dog,
get punched across the face by the state.
Do you want to know
that's what just happened? The state just punched you across the face.
Do you want to know what friggin' really keeps me going, bro? Like, you want to really know, dog? My freaking haters, dog. I love it, dog. It's like my friggin' raggedy baby mama, dog. All these people who said that I wasn't gonna do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I remember in JDC, I used to tell these dudes, I'm gonna have a mansion and all this stuff, bro. Because I was already manifesting when I was 12 and 13 years old, locked up, telling these guards, like, yeah, sure, buddy. Let's you know what I mean? So I just literally think the chicks that turned me down,
mm-hmm.
all that, man. I do it for my son, right? I do it for my son because my son's gonna be successful, right?
Yeah.
My son is gonna be. I don't give a damn what I have to do. My son is gonna be successful. I'll sacrifice whatever I got to. But the fire comes from friggin' proving these friggin' scumbags wrong, dog.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the fire comes from, dog. The mission comes from my son. The fire comes from the same people who these trolls on my stuff, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really running it up because of you guys, dog.
Yeah.
Hey,
look, that's
I'm
why
fired up right now.
I think that's why we're kindred spirits, brother. Because that's something that's what fuels me every day. Every single person that had ever told me that I can't get to nowhere, I can't get nothing done, brother. That I'm never gonna be nothing. That I'm always gonna be in and out of prison for the rest of my life. That I'm never gonna be successful. I'm never gonna be able to have all that I have with my family, my kids, and a life that I can actually be proud of, where I'm not looking over my shoulder. And I got all that. I got all that.
You're supposed to be dead, bro.
I'm supposed to be dead.
I had to put a hole in him one time, dog. I had to put a hole in him one time to protect himself, dog.
Hey, dog, you got to do what you got to do, brother.
Facts, dog.
You got to do what you got to do.
Facts.
So let me ask you another one real quick, man. So you say you do it for your son, and you're a single father.
Yeah, all right? Single father.
And it's hard, especially in the state of Florida, for a father to get his child, man.
Oh my God!
Especially with the background. How did you get that done, brother? Because that is right now. I got a homeboy. Okay, I got a homeboy that just called me, and he wants me to help him find a mediator so that he can get split custody with his kid. I mean, with his wife. All right, because he hasn't had. He doesn't even get visits for real. He sees his kid like once every few months, and he pays his child support. You know what I mean? He does like it's crazy. You know what I mean? So how'd you do that, bro?
Oh, man. Well, I made a decision when I went to prison. Well, I made a decision when I went to prison last time. The last time I bossed up and my life changed, you know. I didn't have a good relationship with my baby mama. My baby mama had a son. It was the same way with her. She just held my son, whatever. But honestly, I wouldn't go try to see him because I didn't care. Mm-hmm. I really, literally did not like my baby mama so much that I didn't even want to see my son. She disgusted me so much that I didn't even want to see him. I didn't even like my son. I would see my son and I'll literally just be like, I don't even want, because she was like in training him. She was poisoning him, bro. Like he would it was like sickening, right? So I would stay away from the whole situation. Plus I'm running the streets.
Yeah.
When I get saved, I go to prison. My life changes. I say I have to be a father, dude. Like I know one thing in this world, bro, that I can guarantee without a shadow of a doubt. There's many things. I know one thing that I'm supposed to be a father because I had a kid.
Yep. Yep.
You can't get around that, dog. You can't make nothing like if you have a kid, you have to be a father, dog.
Period.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I'm like, damn. And I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. She put me on child support and everything when I went to prison. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. If I gotta pay child support, whatever. I'm just gonna man the freak up and I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna let God handle his, dog, and I'm gonna just do the right thing. Right before I get out of prison, the mother is in an abusive relationship with a dope boy, and my son and her daughter get taken from her. I'm literally about to get out.
Yeah.
So my son goes into foster care. I get out. I go ham, dog. I get on. I don't take no excuses, nothing, dog. There's like, well, we got all these classes right here, and you have to pay for them.
Yep.
Or no. They're like, we have these classes. They're free, but you have to send this stuff in to get these grants, and it takes all the time. I said, well, how much is it? I worked my butt off. How much is it? Okay, and I paid all the classes myself. Okay, what else I got to do? Oh, you got to do ride here and do this, dude. I would ride 15 miles sometimes on the bike. I literally would not ask nobody for nothing. I wouldn't be in the house. Oh no, I got out of prison, dog, and I got on the damn phone and I called every single buddy. I got my license. I got the food stamps. I got on the case plan with the DCF. I started fixing my credit. Like I would literally. Bro, I would work. I would go to work in the morning when I first got out of prison, dog. I would go to work at 6 a.m, dog. Lunch break comes, dog. 11 o'clock, dog. I'm on the damn phone till 12, dog. Not playing around. I'm not going on TikTok, none of that, bro. I'm calling people, getting my stuff together, dog. Calling credit unions. I'm calling or credit bureaus, disputing stuff. Like, bro, just and that's what I do. And then I'll come home and I'll do the same thing, bro. And if I couldn't call nobody on business hours, I'm on the internet filling out applications or filling out stuff for Medicaid.
Full on onslaught, brother. You were like at war.
Yes. That's the mentality, because I wanted to be successful, man, when I got out of prison. And
you want your kids.
Yeah, and that was like my main, when I chopped things down when I got out of prison. I said, okay, what's my main focus? My main focus is getting my son. Okay, let me do everything. So, yeah, and I started going to visit him. I would have to draw. Oh, man, it was crazy. But ended up going to court. And I can't even say it was just God, man. The court seen that what I was doing, dog. And the mother hadn't even finished her case plan. I'm already done 6 months ahead. I'm like, bro, well, I'm dead. It's over with. Like, what's up, bro? Like 3 months. And the only reason it took 3 months is because the way the things were spaced out, dude.
That's the way they set it up.
Yeah,
the way they set it up. That's like the fastest you could ever get it done.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
I would go to court. I'm like, I'm done. They're like, I literally got my kid out of foster care within he was like 6 months. I was like out of prison 6 months. I got him out. Dog. 7 months.
Congratulations, brother.
Went picked him up, dog. I was still living in the camper at the time. I said, but it didn't matter, bro. I was living in the camper, and then I freaking got and then I just kept grinding, saved up, bro. Got me a car, saved up, got me a little, someone took a chance on me with the, rent me the trailer because I had my son, and I did I did all the good stuff ahead of time. You know what I mean?
So basically what you're saying is, as long as you continue with positive motion, moving forward, walking through the storm, you're going to get through the storm. That's how life works.
And you can figure it out, bro. You're able to figure it out, man. It's scary, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing, bro. I literally went from a dope boy, no credit, no nothing, dog, like selling dope, smoking dope, shooting dope. I mean, you name it. I did it, I mean, whatever, dog. But I literally went from doing this all my whole life, getting out, and then figuring out this credit and all this stuff by myself with no help, bro, and just by straight self-education, YouTube. And the best thing is doing it.
Yes. Action. Not just sitting back and going on YouTube, spending a couple minutes, and then thinking you understand something, jump out there for a second, and then turn around and drop it.
Just
people do not understand that that in life, you have to continue to take the proper steps in order to get where you want to go. You came home and you immediately hit the ground running. Okay. When I came home, I immediately hit the ground running.
Facts,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we sit where we sit today, brother. You know, this has been a great conversation.
This conversation about fire, man. I just appreciate you having me out here at your home, dog.
Oh, yeah. Dog,
you already know. Studio, bro.
You already know, brother. And I'm going to get you back on again, brother. When the next time I have you on, I'm going to have you on with a panel. There'll be a few other people.
Oh, that'd be fine.
So that way you can... That way I can not only introduce you to a lot of the community here of what
Yeah.
we doing here in Tampa with the A1 opportunities, and then branched out to up north with Before You Fall, you know what I mean, and all that stuff there. Yeah, we're gonna do some big things, man.
For
We're
sure, man.
definitely
I'm
gonna do
coming
some
to
big
Tampa,
things.
man. I'm coming to Tampa. Coming to Tampa soon.
And
Yeah,
listen, man, I just want everybody to know and understand. This dude right here is a real dude. Okay. Everything that I've seen from this man right here, Felon Entrepreneur, all right, is 100. All right. Literally met the man's son today. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So everything he's saying is 100, man. If you don't know how to get yourself out of the situation you're in, you don't know how to get yourself out of the rut you're in, you think that your back's against the wall and ain't nobody finna help you. You're right. Ain't nobody finna help you. You got to do it for you, man. Just like Felon Entrepreneur did.
It's a learning curve, man. You got to remember, everything takes. This is probably the best game I could drop this whole thing, but everything takes a learning curve. You got to remember that it takes time to learn anything before you jump in any opportunity. Remember that it takes time to learn that area, bro. If you don't already know it, comes a learning curve. And with that curve could be detrimental if you don't think about going into something before you take into account how long it would take you to learn that and master that.
Exactly.
That thing, dog. That's a yes. So just, I mean, that's it, man. Best thing is just do it, man. And if you mess up, just do it again.
Yeah.
It took me 3 freaking times to do this LLCs and everything before I learned about the registration. I just freaking did it, dog.
How long did it take you to build your following? How long did it take you to build TikTok? You know what I'm saying? Like how many tries did it take you before you actually started getting some traction, man, and learning the videos? That's just a prime example.
A year.
Exactly.
A year.
A year.
I've been grinding on TikTok since January 2022. So a year and some change. And my first video sucked. A lot of them I just deleted. I took them off there. Yeah, I did. Like, you won't even find my old videos, dude. I came out, sucked. It was horrible. My content was horrible, but I started learning what worked. And then I started getting comfortable. And now I learned the algorithm. I learned the little SEO techniques and all that. And now my TikTok game has went, and I'm not even where I want to be. But of course, you know what I mean? As the learning curve grows, the more you expand, the more you learn, the more you expand. I just want to drop this last jewel. The Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge, okay? And hermeneutics is the study of the word, right? It's the study of the scripture. For anything to be true, you have to be able to reverse it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Anything. So for instance, my people perish for lack of knowledge. So my people live with an abundance of knowledge.
Boy, dropping gems. Dropping gems,
bro.
Dropping gems.
Listen, in hermeneutics, anything, you have to be able to split it. You have to be able to flip it, and it have to be equally true, or it can't.
Or it can't be, or it's not a fact.
Yeah, you can't. No. You have to be able to invert. Things like inverse.
Yeah, invert it. I like that, man.
All right. Yeah, that was Damon Thompson who said that. But
all right, fire. All right, y'all. Well, this is your boy Trey. That's my man, Felon Entrepreneur.
Felon Entrepreneur, y'all. OPM Rich.
All right, check him out. Get on his TikTok. Get on his Facebook. And get on his Instagram.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now. I'm gonna get the IG popping soon, guys.
Yes, sir, man. All right, so y'all have a blessed day. Stay safe. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Yeah, that was fire, bro.